Oh my God, we're back again. Here we are.
Hi. Let's just start with a big old pour.
It's been a hell of a week. I cried at work.
Cheers to that, my friend.
I sat in my cube and I cried. It's okay to cry at work. You know what?
Everyone cries at work.
You can still be a bad bitch and cry at work, okay? Mm-hmm. I did something inappropriate at work. I licked my finger because I had some chocolate on it, okay? I wasn't like sticking my whole fucking hand in my mouth. No, I was like, doing
that's still, I feel like that's worse.
I was cleaning myself up after a little bit of melted chocolate on my finger situation. Mm-hmm. And a coworker of mine, very dear to my heart, made a joke. He was giving me some shit. Some sass about me cleaning up my fingers with my tongue. So I proceeded, like a feral animal that I am, to wipe my licked fingers all over his keyboard.
Really?
Because, I'm a professional.
You let the intrusive thoughts win.
Honestly, there were no thoughts.
That's called impulsivity.
This individual happens to also be very germophobic. And he was very upset with me. And I was like, calm down. He's like probably having like a panic attack. And I'm like, You're
like, that was a really funny one, Kaylee.
Yeah. And proceeded to tell everyone in the office how wimpy said employee was.
You did?
Yeah. So I like bragged about it.
And meanwhile, he's like, my feelings, ouch.
I want everybody to know in
the internet world.
In the internet world, I am an educated woman. I have a bachelor's degree in human resources.
So you know that.
I know I should know better. Yeah. Later that day, my boss had to have a conversation with me about my inappropriate actions. And
Kaylee, can you please go to the principal's office?
And I'm a sensitive woman, okay? I don't deal.
I don't like getting in trouble.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
I would rather get pepper sprayed.
Then get emotionally in trouble, Than
to have someone tell me
yell at me and say they're mad at me.
Not even yell at me. I would
say they're disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
Makes me want to vomit.
He was like, "Do you have any questions?" And I was like, "No, I'm great. Obviously, nobody likes me here."
I'll just pack my bags and go.
Yeah, I was like,
"Do you have an extra box for my stuff?"
Yeah,
I'll just see myself out.
So I went into my cube and had a little bit of
a little cry.
Had a little sad moment for myself because I was just like, why did you do that? And I finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go for a little walk to get some air and to breathe. Maybe go see some other people to kind of brighten and lighten my day. Mm-hmm. And then I bump into another coworker that clearly does not like me. And they proceeded to tell me they don't like me. Nobody else likes me. And they hope I leave this job. And just ask my boss. He also hopes I leave this place as well.
How could you look at somebody in the face and say that?
Yeah, I don't know. And I was just like,
okay. Single tear.
It was that meme where he's just sitting and drinking a cup of coffee and the whole place is burning. Yeah, that was my day that day. And so I just turned and I walked away and I went in my cube and I was just like... So I cried a lot that day, and then I called you, or I texted you, and I said, I'm crying in my cube. I hope you're having a better day than I.
And I was not. Because that same day, I had just given a lecture at my previous grad school class, and I ended up having to, like, cut it early because I had a horrible migraine and I was afraid I was going to throw up and pass out before I could finish. And then I was embarrassed that my brain doesn't like me. It was a hard week.
It was a rough week. So that's why we're getting
anyway, cheers to
cheers.
That. Welcome back.
Yeah, so welcome back to All Panic.
No disco. Absolutely none. Oh, that wasn't even supposed to be a cheers. I was just holding it up. Stop cheersing me! Today, we want to lighten all of your days. In case you are having maybe a rough week or maybe having a tough day, you know what helps is to laugh at other people who have also had really tough moments.
Yes.
And so 2 episodes ago, we told some embarrassing stories, and we asked everybody to share one of their embarrassing or drunk night stories or something that they haven't been able to forget about because it was so awful at the time. But now they can laugh about it, so much so that they're letting us put it on the internet.
Yes.
So that's what we wanted to start with today. If you're inspired by these embarrassing stories and you want to share your own, to just get it out there, put it out into the universe, you can email us or you can DM us and we will tell the whole world your story. And hopefully it helps people feel less alone about us all being just awkward, poor decision-making human beings. We're just trying our best. But sometimes it doesn't go as planned.
We're just humaning.
Yes.
Humaning. Do you have a drunk story that you want to start with?
I can think about it for a little bit.
Okay.
No, I have just I don't need to be drunk to be embarrassing, Kaylee, okay?
Oh.
I have some really just those really cringy moments that keep replaying in your head over and over. I'll share one of those.
Oh, yeah. I have a lot of cringe moments.
Yeah.
Talk about impulse / intrusive thoughts.
Oh, there's been too many times where the intrusive thoughts win.
My filter was never developed.
Does not exist. Okay.
My poor sister has gotten so many, the brunt of all my intrusive thoughts. The one time, I think it was homecoming or something. So she brings this, innocent sweet boy back to the house before they leave for the dance, in between their dinner
to take
stuff.
pictures and
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Ghost. One moment, please.
Okay.
And we're back.
Okay. So I don't know if they're doing pictures or if it was just kind of a pit stop before they left to go to the actual dance. Mm-hmm. But they're saying goodbye to my parents. Sad.
The light went out.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, LED light.
Okay. So my parents are there, their friends are there. My sister says her goodbyes to everybody, and as they're walking out the door, she's a sophomore, maybe. Mm-hmm. Sophomore, maybe junior at most. And I'm out of high school. They're getting close to the door, and I yell in front of my family, my adult parents and their friends, "Wrap it before you tap it!"
I'm sure she was really pleased with you.
My sister turned every shade of red. And my parents looked at me like they were gonna write me out of the will. I was just yeah, I'm so fucking funny. Yeah, you guys like my joke. And nobody.
No one liked it.
Not a laugh in the house. That's when I knew my stand.
I hope you learned.
I knew my stand-up career not gonna happen.
Yeah,
I bombed.
Tough crowd.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, poor girl. Replays it. This
This
moment
is a core memory.
replays in her head.
Yeah.
Really, the embarrassing stories though are supposed to be at your expense, so that one didn't really count.
Man, everyone was kind of embarrassed in that situation.
I made every single person in
I
the room
made
feel
everyone
embarrassed.
uncomfortable, so
Suck it.
can you do that?
Okay, that was a good kickoff then.
Yeah.
So, our next story of the night comes from Alex. This is on his 21st birthday. And he said he started boozing by 7. I love that phrase, first of all.
When I first
Boozing!
when I first read it, I thought he meant like 7 years old, and I was like, damn.
Oh, do you need some help?
Yeah, I was like, I don't think we can put that in there.
I'll clarify that. Started boozing by 7 p.m. It was my birthday along with my twin sister and my other friend. I have a twin brother. We partied and whatnot downtown with our group of friends. The next morning, I woke up on the couch in nothing but my undies. I go to my room and find my other friend in my bed. My girlfriend, who is now my loving wife, was asleep on the couch upstairs. I didn't remember shit, so I asked her if we got into some kind of fight. She proceeds to tell me that she woke up around 4 a.m. to me taking a shit in my hamper. I proceeded to ask her, "What are you doing in the bathroom?" She then went upstairs to avoid the poopy smell. My friend then saw an open bed and took his opportunity. Silver lining, we still got married. No clothes were in the hamper. We still have the hamper. Get rid of the hamper, Alex. Thank you for the story. Please burn the hamper. And God bless your wife.
Yeah, she's a saint.
Yeah. That was a good one. Okay. Our next story, another 21st birthday one actually, comes from Christina. She said, "Here's my story. It was my 21st birthday, had too many shots of tequila.
We've all
Classic
been
start to a rough night. Had too many shots of tequila, blacked out, and woke up at the emergency room at Mayo Clinic. All good. They just gave me ibuprofen and charged me $1 million.
Classic.
The funny part, my drunk and foreign ass, she's from Greece, so there's the foreign part, called an ambulance when I lived 2 blocks from the hospital. 2 blocks.
I love it.
So adding that to my bills, my 21st was the most expensive year of my life. Had a great time though.
I love it. I had my cousin pick me up once upon a time
Once upon a time
from a house party in La Crosse. Mm-hmm. And when we got back to his place, I was just like on that verge of like becoming hungover, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was already at that point. And I started crying because I was so just like a mess. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "What can I do to make you feel better?" And I was like, "I just want to take a bath."
And somebody get me a bath.
Yeah.
A bubble bath.
And he lived with a bunch of guys at the time. Mm-hmm. So he had to like scrub his bathtub.
Oh yeah, that's disgusting. Imagining Bryce's junior year college house, I wouldn't touch their bathtub with a 7-foot pole.
So he like bleached his bathtub and then drew me a bath.
Oh, that's really nice.
And I just hugged a garbage can while I took a bath.
Our friend Sam was really big into like every time he got really drunk, he just wanted somebody to help him shower. He just didn't want to do it alone. In like grad school, if we drank a little bit too much, I would never go to bed without like taking a shower and brushing my teeth. No matter how drunk I was. There was one night, actually, this is a good embarrassing drunk story. It was with my friends in my sophomore year dorm. My roommates and a couple of our friends from like down the hall. And it was a Tuesday night, the night before we would all leave for Thanksgiving break. So we all had like maybe one class in the morning, but we were like, we should just watch a movie and have a drink. Mm-hmm. You know how that goes.
Yeah. It always starts like that.
So we watched a movie, then it's like maybe 8 or 8:30 or something. And one of my friends is like, hey, my dad made apple pie moonshine. Do you guys want to try some? And I was like, heck yeah, let's take a shot. Let's go. Yeah. Moral of the story, I don't remember anything from 9 p.m. on that night. We call it Drunksgiving. I remember I wanted to shower, but my friends were really worried about me because I was like not able to stand, and I tried to go shower. And I like picked up my little shower towel to use for the dorms, and then I just like fell flat on my face. And my friend was like, "No, like you're gonna drown with your face like on the shower floor."
My gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I was not doing well though. And the next day, it was that feeling of you're hungry-ish, or you're trying to like absorb the drink. You just can't get yourself to open your mouth and eat anything. I remember holding a saltine cracker like. Just like immediately nauseous. Yeah, it's horrible, but it was fun from what I remember. So to Drunksgiving. Okay, are we ready for another story?
Yeah.
This one is from my friend who wishes to remain anonymous because people still don't know that it was her. This story. Dun, dun, dun.
And she typed it
up on a little document.
So we can burn it and then...
Yeah, and we'll have a ceremony with it.
I got my period at a party and my... Oh my god, this is great already. Okay.
I know.
Okay. I got my period at a party.
Why are you saying that? Why are you reading it in this voice? This is not your voice. I got my period at a party.
Because this is my reading voice.
I hate it. Just talk like a normal person.
I got my period. No, I don't know what my voice is. I got my period at a party, and my thong was soaked, so I decided to take my thong off, and they didn't have a garbage in their bathroom.
Can we pause there? People who don't have a garbage in their bathroom
You're just asking
are
for
sociopaths.
You're asking for
Especially,
problems.
well, I don't care if it's male, female, you need a garbage in your bathroom. If you don't have a garbage in your bathroom...
Yeah, where am I supposed to put my
go do it right
blood-soaked
now.
thong?
What if you blow your nose? Where do you put it? I don't care what it is. Put a garbage in your bathroom. I feel very strongly about this. Continue.
So I stuffed it in my pocket to throw outside. But then I got paranoid that I was going to drop it on accident in front of everyone. So instead, I decided to just throw it in this guy's closet. I don't know why I would do this. Dumb teenage girl here. Well, a few days later, we were hanging out at the same house, and I heard this guy yell about something he found when he was in his room. And I immediately remembered at that point, he came out with my old dried-up bloody thong and then went and put it on his neighbor's doorknob, who was also one of our friends. And it became the big talk of our friend group for a very long time. They never knew it was me, but I was dying inside.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So sad. I don't know what I would do. What would you do in that situation? No garbage.
No garbage.
Bloody thong. Don't want to wear it for the rest of the night because she's still like partying. She still wants to like have a good time. Don't let a period ruin that. What would you do?
I think I would have put it in like the garbage in the kitchen maybe.
Like carry it out with you and
like wrap in toilet paper, like hit it in
I
my
think that
pants.
was her original plan, but then was worried it was gonna like fall out while she was walking with it. I guess I think I would have risked it and like wrapped it up, put it in my bra or something, and found a garbage, or like thrown it out the window.
I think I would have rinsed it out in the sink.
I didn't think about that.
I think I would have rinsed it out in the sink
and just put it back on.
Threw it away.
Oh, okay.
Well, because it still would be wet, and then you would see that through your pants.
Yeah, I guess.
One time I was in a house party, and they didn't have any toilet paper. So there was a toilet, there was a towel.
Fudge butt?
No, I didn't poop. There was a towel. This was like a college guy's house.
You wiped with his towel?
I wiped with his towel. That's what you get.
I wonder if he like washed his face and was like, why does my towel smell like urine?
I wasn't gonna drip drop in my pants. So I used his towel.
Oh, it's so rough. And guys never wash their towels. You better believe that a college dude continued to use that towel for at least another 2 months.
Should have had more toilet paper.
This is what you get.
Whoever's towel it was. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Comment below if that was your towel.
It was the Western Tech Sports House where they had all the jerseys hanging up. It was a cream colored towel and it was in like 20
This is gonna ruin someone's day.
2014 2015.
Please, let's find the towel owner. Please share so we can find the towel owner.
Oh my god.
Our final submitted embarrassing story comes from my friend Michelle. She said she has too many drunk stories to count, but one of her favorites is drank too much wine in the outdoor dinner igloo on New Year's Eve, puked all over the restaurant bathroom floor.
At least you made it to the bathroom.
Didn't make it to midnight, had to get picked up at 11 p.m. It's okay, Michelle. It's happened to the best of us.
Yeah. There's a time, once a time I went shopping up in Minocqua with my sister and her boyfriend at the time. So Minocqua has like a strip where it's like all their little shops, you know, because it's a touristy type of town. And we're going through, and if you don't already know, I have a fridged up stomach. I got messed up stomach.
My tummy aches.
Yeah, I got an achy little tummy, okay? And for whatever dumb reason, we decided to go to this little German restaurant and have brats for lunch.
Yeah, that feels good on the old digestive tract.
And apparently none of these little shops have bathrooms. Not a single one of them.
That should be illegal. That should be illegal.
Or they just don't have them open for patrons. And so...
Patrons? Are you an 80-year-old church member?
But so we're walking, and I got that wave, like that heat wave you get.
Oh, God, it's horrible.
Yeah. And
where you're like, I'm going to be sick.
Yeah.
One way or another.
And I'm with my sister and her boyfriend. I like whispered to my sister, and I was like, I'm going to shit my pants. And she was like, okay, well, let's see if there's a bathroom here. And so we went up to the lady, and I'm like, ma'am, if you don't let me use your bathroom, we're going to have a problem.
We're going to have a mess.
Yeah. She's like, the nearest bathroom is the gas station. And I was like, okay. And I look out, and it's like a block, maybe a block or two down. And I get to the gas station, and I get inside, and I'm looking around. It's not a big gas station, but I'm going all over the place, and I get to the cashier, and I'm like, where is your bathroom? And she's like, it's out back. You have to go outside. So I run out there, and I'm like, and then it says, get the key from the cashier.
Oh, my God.
What? Excuse me? I just asked that dumb bitch where the bathroom was, and she did not give me the key. I run back inside. I said, can I get your key to your restroom? Please. She gives me the key. Get in there, and I blew it up. They had to shut the whole gas station down.
Shut down the whole town.
They shut the whole place down.
Shut the whole town down.
Minocqua is actually our version of Chernobyl now.
Yeah. You can't go there anymore.
Since we're talking about food, giving us poison.
We only got a few submissions about weird food combinations or nostalgic food, and I want to wait until we have a bunch to read them all off. So
To do a food
this
piece.
could be another little plug of share your favorite weird cravings or things, weird combinations.
And if we get one that we think is super weird, we'll try it on the pod.
We'll try it.
And
Unless it involves raw tomatoes, in which case I won't be eating it. Disgusting.
there's only one food that I have had in my lifetime that I will not eat. Meatloaf.
I love meatloaf. Bunch of hunks of raw meat. Shove them together. Put it in a pan. Call it a loaf.
So disgusting. My parents used to make it, and I would plug my nose and force
You're
it down my
such a
throat.
drama queen. Would you rather eat one square of meatloaf, eat a slice of meatloaf, or fuck your dad?
What? Oh my god, I would eat a whole loaf of meatloaf.
I don't want my mommy to hear me say that.
You gotta keep that in.
Okay. We need a new topic. Too much meatloaf. Too
Oh.
much meat, not enough loaf.
Have you ever had Yohaktis?
Bless you. Gesundheit.
You think you're real fucking funny, don't you?
Okay, and continue. What is it?
It's a German delicacy.
What is it? I don't, that doesn't
It's
help me
raw
understand.
hamburger.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called. My family calls it cannibal sandwiches. You've never heard that?
I think it's funny that you were running around on Dahmer's barrels.
Watch the second episode for that reference.
And you eat cannibal sandwiches.
No, I never ate that because it's disgusting. But my mom and my aunts would eat them, and my uncle, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's called.
Raw meat and onion slices.
Yeah, and seasoning.
okay, that's the same thing then.
Yeah, it's Yohaktis.
Bless you. Never gets old. Yeah, yeah, they would eat that at like Christmas. Usually, it was like a holiday
Yeah.
thing.
Are you German?
Yeah,
I think we talked about this.
I'm
Yeah.
German and Irish, and I think a little bit English.
Yeah, I am German, Finnish, Italiano, Ashkenazi Jewish,
Jew.
Jew.
Ish.
I'm a Jew. And
Bless you. Bryce just laughs from the a Jew.
a Jew. And then I mean, we just a tiny bit Persian. I'm primarily all of Europe.
Oh my god.
But it's specifically spit out. So it like said Northern Europe, Western, Eastern, Southern Europe, right? And then it specifically spit out Finnish, Italian, Ashkenazi Jew, and Persian.
What was this test?
I did the Helix
Helix.
from Mayo Clinic.
I want to try one.
My mother's maiden name is Bolton, and is a Bolton Castle in England.
Oh, cool.
I was like, what if I am actually more
Oh my god.
royal family?
Like the Princess Diaries. What if someone comes and they're like, hey, you're
because
the
of this,
queen.
yeah, the podcast. They're like, actually, we've been looking for you. And I'm like, ah. They do the before and after pictures of me, and I'm
It's
like,
the same. Oh.
yeah. So yeah. So
Yeah, so, yeah. So,
yeah. So how do you think
yeah.
about that, people? I
I am basically royalty.
yeah, no. I'm as white as they come. I was kind of hoping, more like curious, if I had any Native American in me or indigenous background.
Yeah.
But no,
Interesting.
I do not.
Nope, just stupid Italian.
Just stupid old white people stuff.
Kaylee, you're gonna get us
Boring.
All right, we're gonna play another game. We're gonna do 2000s guess the song like karaoke game. Okay, this one's not fun. Let me give you a different one. Okay, that was so bad.
I told you. Emma.
I don't think the song games are in the cards.
Emma, okay. Let me just tell people here. Emma is a music person. She plays the piano. She's very good at it. She plays other instruments, also very good at those things. She listens to a lot of music. I drive in my car sometimes in complete silence.
Are you nutso?
In complete silence. I do listen to music.
I don't like to be alone with my thoughts.
I'm speaking.
In the cars where I have bad thoughts.
I have 2 children, and they just make noise. I get so overwhelmed with noise sometimes.
Me too, I don't know how you do it.
That when I get in my car, I literally, if I'm alone, and if the radio's off already, I just don't put anything on. And I just sit there. I'll have friends that'll drive by me, and they'll, like, see me in my car, and they'll take videos of me. And I'm just like this in my car.
When do people take videos of you driving in your
So
car?
many.
What?
So many. I literally sit this is how I sit in the driver's seat.
Oh my god. I definitely like have those autopilot moments, but I'm such an anxious driver. I have to like be aware of every single thing that's happening around me. And the music, when I do listen to music in the car, it's not loud because I do get pretty like overstimulated. And if it's too loud, then I can't hear my attention.
You can't hear where you need to turn.
I can't hear where I'm looking.
Yeah.
And so it has to be the perfect volume of like, can't hear the bad thoughts.
But you need to hear enough
to know where I'm going. Yeah, it needs to be quiet enough for me to see. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like if someone took a video of me driving, it would be like
you're like a little squirrel.
Yeah, like, going the exact speed limit.
Yeah, I'm like
you're like drooling.
I just hate driving so much sometimes. Like it's just not even that long of a drive, but I'm just like, I wish I could teleport. Thank God for podcasts because it makes the drive go so much faster.
Podcasts, games,
shout out
audiobooks
to one of my favorite podcasts in all the land, Perfect Person, with Miles Bonsignore, my fellow Italiano. I'm obsessed with this podcast. It makes my drive.
You better believe that she has messaged this person on
100,000%. I want to be a guest on his podcast. I want him to be a guest on my podcast. Ours on our podcast. I've even reached out to him and said, Miles, your wife is so funny. She should have a podcast with me.
Did he ever respond?
No.
No one ever responds.
Nobody ever responds to me. If you are out there and you see that I've messaged you, respond.
Love of God. All that is good in this world. Somebody respond to this poor woman.
Anyways, this
Perfect
podcast,
person, yeah.
Perfect Person. I freaking howl in my car by myself.
Oh!
I am cackling the whole time, and before I know it, I'm at the gate. And it's perfect because the episodes are like long enough so that it's like halfway through to get there and then halfway through so I can listen to an episode for my whole commute there and back. I've even thought about calling in because it's a call-in one.
Oh, it's a call-in one?
Yeah, and just being like, hi, Miles. I need advice because I have a podcast. And
what would you do if you messaged your favorite podcaster several times
and
they never responded?
They haven't responded.
What would you do?
We could call in on the podcast and be like, hey, Miles.
You're on our podcast.
You're on our,
like it or not.
Yeah, right now. And then he's like, I will actually sue you if you put this online.
You just need a good podcast.
Yeah, so that's what I listen to is podcasts. You listen to music. You're a music lover.
I listen to music and audiobooks I've been into, and I finished The Housemaid, which we talked about last time.
Yep, I'm working on it.
Real good.
I'm almost there.
No spoilers.
We're gonna next podcast. We're gonna spoil it. So if you
think so?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, next podcast we're spoiling it.
So if you don't want spoilers, read the book. You got 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
You got 2 weeks.
Get on it.
Housemaid. You got 2 weeks.
Frida McFadden. So we're going to have spoilers. We're going to have a discussion. So on that note, we will catch you next time.
We're going to catch ya.
Catch you on the flippity flip. I don't like it.
That gave me heartburn.
Like starting and I don't like ending these.
I know. It's the worst part. I think it's because we're Midwestern.
Yeah, we just want to keep talking forever.
See,
I don't like saying goodbye.
In the Midwest, here's what we do. We don't knock on people's doors. We just walk in. So there's no beginning. And then when we leave, it takes 3 hours to leave.
An end. You say, well, I should probably get going. And then they follow you to the door. And you do well, I suppose. And then they follow you to the door. And then you keep talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hate goodbyes. Maybe that's why it's so hard for me to do an outro. I don't think that we should even have an outro. We should just end it cut it and...
It was really great. No one yet.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.